Hey guys, and welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on our library account, and it is a very sad day because looking at the time emblems, we know the awakened version of Belinda has been released, which means she is going to be another Lightbearer hero. I went through all four of the faction accounts ever since Lightbearers, or ever since our awakened heroes were introduced. We've just been collecting cards. We've been sitting on them. We used quite a bit. Now this account burned through everything to get the awakened version of Thane, guys. If you remember, we used 700 plus cards to get the awakened version of Thane. By far the absolute highest, most costly hero that I've ever built on both accounts that I built him. Super expensive. The RNG with him was absolutely terrible. But in turn, guys, with the awakened version of Belinda coming, as again, we haven't spent anything in here. It is completely free to play, even long before the Awakened Heroes were released. We did originally buy the monthly membership when we launched the accounts, and that was it. But looking here, guys, we have 34 time emblems. Again, I know we used some of these to continue the summoning for Thane to actually build them up in conjunction with some of the Stargazer cards, but it is going to be a very sad day because remember, we'll get a couple time emblems with her release. We'll probably get 10 for the stained glass window. There'll probably be, I'm assuming, a voyage that's going to come with her, which means another 10. A majority of the cards that we got in here to actually build these first awakened heroes were out of the tower. So out of the King's Tower, guys, remember, they gave us credit for how many floors you were. Every, I believe it is 20 floors, you do get cards out of here. But that begs the question with, you can see right here, is if you're already 3, 4, or in the case of like the YouTube account, 700 plus floors already in, they backdated all of the cards from the release. So when a tower was released or when a new Awakened Hero was released, we roughly got, I believe I got 150, 180, maybe 200, depending on the tower. Time emblems when the hero was released, which they're going to have to do something. Even if they did the same, guys, I think it would be very cool to see, again, with the builds, making a little bit more progression in the trees. But it is absolutely, in its entirety, something that they have to look at, something that they have to focus on, because now we're not getting credit for essentially the 6 towers worth of emblems as a free-to-play, a light spender, whatever it may be. But now you're foregoing the 6 towers worth of time emblems that you get. Now, they said there is going to be, again, I'm still kind of speculating here, that there are going to be a lot of additional ways to get the emblems, which I'm assuming some of the ways that they're talking, and of course, some of the ways that we do have additional methods to get them. And I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, that these are not the only things that they're talking about getting additional time emblems. One being the treasure scramble. So if you look in here, guys, if you look at the loot that you can actually get out of here, depending on where you rank, you can get time emblems out of here. But again, if you're looking even as a light spender, I usually rank right down around the 2 to 4%. So even looking at both of these guys, the 2 to 4%, you don't even get, where are they at? So there's our medal. So you don't even get into time emblems, period, which right here are the time emblems, guys. You don't even get into time emblems until you're in the top 100. That is right, guys. That is incredibly rare to get that high. Again, if you're not putting money into AFK Arena, which means pretty limited to the time emblems in there. Now, another place we have picked them up is the Temporal Rift, since we've continued to add more floors within the Temporal Rift. And I don't do these on the faction accounts, as you can see right there. 2 time consuming, guys. It's incredibly long and time consuming. But looking in here, again, when you look at your overall time emblems, like the rewards you do get in here, overall, you get, what, 5 every 100 floors? So there's 10... There's what, 15 coming down. Yeah, so it's 20. So again, that is 20 emblems, even going in its entirety. If you can get, again, being Blade Spender free to play, whatever it may be. If you can get all of those, you're talking what, another 60 or 80 emblems. That's roughly one copy. Now it takes 60 to 70 cards per copy, guys, which means for a majority of players, it is going to be buying them right here out of the store, which means one every day, 30 a month. Over the course of 2 months, you'll be able to actually pull possibly at 60 cards, one copy. Granted, that is not them giving us any free cards, not giving us any codes, giving us anything kind of in conjunction with that. But just like I've done before, guys, we're going to stick to the light bearers. So every single card we do get in here is going to go to the Awakened version of Belinda. I really didn't think there'd be another Awakened hero this fast, but I guess it's already been a year. I can't believe it was actually a year since Athane came out. But now Athane came out 1/3 of 22, I believe was the date. So, I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 heroes every 2 months, 12 months. That is the cycle that they have kind of been going through. We even got to build up Palmer on this account. Again, it's going to be hard. It is going to be hard, guys. Short of them giving us a lot more resources or a lot more cards out of the towers like they did the first time, which I'm not seeing it. I don't think they're going to go that route. I don't think that methodology is there to actually get that many more copies, which means it's going to be tough. I know the Prosperous Quest, again, looking out of here, and if you're running this on multiple accounts, guys, I haven't even tried, but looking in here, the loot that you get out of here, and again, thinking of its entirety with the cards, even looking at the daily news, but even looking in here, guys, so out of here, we have what? We have 2, 3, 4, so we have 5 out of here. In total, you only get 5 out of there. I know the daily news has a couple, but I wonder out of here, because I think Stargazer, trying to think of where we do get the cards. So you get 5 out of this entire massive event that we get, guys. It is only 5. We got 2, 3, you only get 5 of those time emblems, which again, seems kind of crazy. I'm going to have to go through here. Don't have the time or the energy or the effort to do on the alt accounts, on the Prosperous Quest. I'm not doing the Rift. These accounts are probably at this point going to go kind of back burner just because, again, the sheer amount of time that it takes to do this. I've run through, I've done the dailies. I've actually done the dailies religiously on these accounts for a ton of time. Even when it comes to the bosses, when it comes to the Twisted Realm, when it comes to the Cursed Realm, we've actually been doing all of these as well. I mean, not really scoring the best because we stick with all of our light bearer heroes. But overall, guys, it's going to be a struggle. I'm really hoping that I have some good news that is going to be coming up as far as the time emblems. If not, again, the faction accounts at this point, we're going to focus on Belinda, but not actively playing those. So I know as many as you love the faction accounts, I'll do the summons when they come up with the cards that we have. But guys, that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.